basic return on investment here, okay? So you have your average material cost. This is your cost per garment, right? A standard, nice, high quality ring spun shirt. Sure, you can go out and get even higher quality shirts, pay $3, $4, maybe even $5 for them. But a good average ring spun high quality shirt goes for about $2.25. You can actually get cheaper shirts. I've seen them as low as 80 cents, although they're probably not the highest quality. But I wouldn't even go that route. Get a nice high quality shirt. It'll cost you about $2.25. Your average ink cost per print, it's going to vary. A light colored shirt maybe only 15, 20 cents. A dark shirt maybe closer to 85, 90 cents. But on average, I put here 75 cents. Means your total material cost is $3. Now down here, this return on investment box, I want to point out that this highlighted yellow is the average selling price. And what I mean by that is if you factor in people that are printing on demand, meaning selling one shirt at a time, and then factor in people that are doing like wholesale, doing bulk orders, and you take all of those numbers and you come up with an average selling price, it's $14. Okay, that's the average selling price per shirt is $14, which means if you take $14 minus your average cost, your gross profit is $11. Now, over 500 shirts, that's a $5,500 gross profit. Over 1,000 shirts, $11,000 in gross profit. 2,000, 22,000, 5,000, $55,000 in gross profit. Now, like I was mentioning before on the retail side, you're going to be more under the $18, $19, $20 price range, which at that point, your return on investment is much more substantial, but you need more customers, right? But you need more customers. Whereas if you go to the other side, this left side, where you do wholesale printing as well, yeah, you're going to have a smaller gross profit or a smaller margin, but you're going to get one customer that wants 50 shirts instead of one customer that just wants one. Right. So I believe it's a good idea to do both. I believe that if you have on-demand retail type printing, you should do that, but you should also complement wholesale larger print orders as well, and vice versa. If you specifically find ways to do larger wholesale type printing, 25 shirts here, 60 shirts here, that kind of thing, I think you should also look at different ways you can do on-demand printing. So you can kind of attack both segments. Don't pigeonhole yourself into one. Attack both segments. And what you'll see is it'll start to increase that average selling price one way or the other, and which means greater gross profit for you, right? Greater profit, which means a really quick turnaround time. And I put here the initial investment. This is pretty standard. I mean, it's just a printer and a heat press, right? And then I threw $500 for miscellaneous accessories in there if you wanted to throw it in there, but a total investment of around $15,000. Well, just look, within 1,200 shirts on the $14 average selling price, you've paid your machine off. Think about that. You get to 1,200, 1,300, 1,400 shirts, you paid for your machine. If you're on the retail side, I mean, shoot, you pay for your machine and your first 1,000 shirts. So this is what I mean by the return on investment. It is substantial. How many products are out there that cost you, $3 to make, but have like a 500% markup? There's very few things out there that have that kind of return, which is why it's so popular for people to start new businesses with direct-to-garment printing, because there's very few industries, very few markets out there that you literally have baked in a good price to the end user with a 500% markup. It's just, food for thought, right? So I'll leave this up just for a little bit longer because I want you to kind of take a look at what the average selling price is. One thing I didn't calculate in here is labor, because that is a moving target depending on your industry. But that should be a factor when you're looking at this. You should, if you're doing the printing, your labor cost may be kind of a mute, not necessarily factored in because that's part of what you're doing. But if you're paying somebody to do the printing, say you have a kid that comes in after school and does the printing for you, factor in his hourly rate to how many shirts he produces so that you can make sure you're coming up with your numbers. And if you want, I will, I'd be more than happy, myself or any of our team members are here, we can do your specific kind of back of the napkin calculation together so that we can kind of identify, okay, sir or ma'am, at 1,300 shirts, once you hit 1,300, you're going to have your machine paid for, or once you hit 900, you're going to have your machine paid for. Everybody's got a little bit different, but we'll be here to help kind of coach you through it. So that's it for today. I really do appreciate you guys taking a few minutes to listen to this presentation that we put together for you. I wish you guys all happy holidays. Thank you so much for taking the time. And you can also, if you're interested in learning more, please reach out to us at our website. It's dtgconnection.com, or you can email us at info@dtgconnection.com. Thank you so much. I wish you the best. Bye.